Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Hump Day. Hump Day. Edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. Need a roof, you call Parish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, On Fire Athletes, platform powered by GameCoin. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, everybody. Hope your morning's off to a great start. Did you all hear my interview on Tuesday on AFR with Chris Curry, the head coach of Little Rock? Came away from that with a very different perspective on Little Rock. Because I'm guilty of it. I think many of you might be as well. Saw Little Rock pop up, sub 500 record, 8-16 in the conference. Last team in the Ohio Valley tournament, got hot, won. Go, man. Cakewalk. LSU got super lucky. Weakest 4 seed in the field. Well, apparently there's more than meets the eye with Little Rock. So they won their league in the regular season a year ago. They were picked, and then they went 0-2 in the conference tournament. They come into this year, picked second in the league. They have injuries to 6 regular position players. Lost a couple of pitchers as well, including their closer, who's still out. They go through a horrible slump, start to get healthy late, go on a run, get in the conference tournament, win 5 games in 4 days. Also, their ace is a guy who 2 years ago led the country in ERA. The pitcher who was second in the country in ERA was Paul Skeens. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying that's probably a way better team today than what their record shows, because for the bulk of the season, they were a shell of what they were supposed to be, could be, and are right now. So I think Cade Anderson's going to throw on Friday. I think that's pretty clear. Still think LSU will win, should win, wins comfortably, all that stuff. But I think I also have a new level of respect for Little Rock coming in. And it was also interesting, not sure if you heard that convo, but so their coach, Chris Curry, played at Mississippi State, actually was in the minors with Barbier and Terrio in the Cubs organization. And knows, obviously, about Skip and his dynasty in the 90s and hold the rope and everything. And so this year he started using hold the rope with his team. So that's their mantra, is hold the rope. Pretty interesting. Anyway, still think LSU wins comfortably, but might be adding a different layer of intrigue now. Okay. Please smash the like button if you would, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post, fire away with what you got. Hey, Justin, Chef, Thomas, Brian, Ben, good morning, everybody. Kelly, good morning. Thank you, Ben. Order my gold Cade, my ride. Dude, I hope it's in in time for regionals, man. I would love to see the Cade shirt. Purple and gold options, forward and backward K options. Would love to see the box full of those for Friday when Cade's pitching. If not, hopefully everybody orders now and you're wearing them for Supers and Omaha. Twice in Omaha. Hey, Bob. Buenos dias or Brunos dias. Austin, good morning. Let's bring back Paul Skeens pitch against the Rock. I'm for it. Brad, good morning. I was at the beach for Memorial Day weekend, read a lot of your articles on Louisiana sports. Cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Hey, Jacob, good morning. Eli, wonder how much an NFL primetime game is worth to a city. You think it's relatively substantial? Well, you'd have to define relatively substantial. I mean, let's say an average of, I think it's like 18 million people watch Sunday Night Football, for example. Average audience for Sunday Night Football. Okay, so last year, 2024 season, it was 21.6 million. That was the average viewer. So 21.6 million people watch Sunday Night Football. So if you're on Sunday Night Football, 21 million people are watching the game. They're seeing the shots from around the city, coming out of break, going into break, all that sort of stuff. I mean, that is marketing. I mean, that is a commercial for your city. So I think to that end, it's beneficial. I think any game day, you have a little bit of a pop if you're talking about like parking, restaurants, hotels. You're going to have a pop for any game. It's not going to be like when you have a week-long event like the Super Bowl or like when Taylor Swift was in town. You just don't have as many fans that are traveling for NFL games. So it's a big deal. The bigger deal is probably the residual effect of the advertising, but you got 17 games, but most of them are regional. Right. Hey, Weston, good morning. Reed, good morning. Not worried about getting Omaha, but that ballpark will eat our offense alive. They can't turn it around. So remember, Reed, at Schwab, it's become a little more offensive. Moved the fences. They've lowered the seams on the ball. They've livened up the bats. Like, it is more offensive in Omaha now than it was when LSU was there in 2013 and 2015 with the BB cores and the raised seams, and they just taken offense out of baseball. It is a more offensive park now. Hey, Tiger Poppy, good morning. Bo, good morning, Matt. Nice interview you had with the two coaches. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Miracle, good morning. Thank you so much. Randall, if Little Rock beat LSU won this regional, it might be the biggest upset in college baseball history. No, the biggest upset in college baseball history was Fresno in 2008. Fresno was the 4 seed in their regional and went on to win the national championship. That's the biggest upset in college baseball history. Hey, Chris, good morning. Chance, Coach Curry seems like a good guy from your interview. Yeah, he was great. Really enjoyed him. Joey B19, why is Hunt so negative about the team that finished third in the SEC and got a top 8 national seed? I don't know. I didn't hear what Hunt said. Is he being negative? I don't know. Hey, Richard, LSU was tough to bring it. Bubba, Kyle, Merrick, Weston, do you see Clemson making out of their regional? I do, Weston. I don't think Kentucky should have been in. I think West Virginia poses a threat, but Clemson at home should win it. We were at 117. I love it. So good. I guess one good thing, Reed, is that we're not going to see LSU play 1:17 a.m., at least not on Friday. Let me check the weather for this weekend. Has anybody looked? Rain, for 40% chance of rain on Friday. Saturday and Sunday look good, and Monday. If you need it, hopefully you don't need Monday, but the rest of the weekend looks good. Mark, UALR is a good baseball team. Sneaky like Southern Miss is hosting, Mark. That's not sneaky. Spurge, good morning. Hey, Melody. I don't think Jay thinks any of these teams are a cakewalk at this level, which is why he pitches Skeens against Tulane. Yeah, Melody, I mean, with respect, that's coaches speak. Tulane was an awful baseball team. They won 19 games, and throwing Paul Skeens was a terrible decision. It worked, so we don't ever have to talk about it. But if Ty Floyd had lost the marble game of that regional, that's a decision that we would be lambasting forever, because it was reckless is what it was. To use that bullet in the chamber against Tulane was not the right decision. It was not. It worked, like you made it, but it was still the wrong decision. This is a little different because I think you could look at Anderson Ianson as co-aces. Like, it was funny. I think Hunt ran a Twitter poll on his show a few weeks back, and it asked, like, you need one pitcher to win a game. Who are you picking, Anderson or Ianson? And it was like 50-50. The response was like right down the middle. So, I mean, I really think whichever guy you'd use, they feel interchangeable. The other option is to pitch off and to throw like Newt and save Anderson Ianson for the marble game and then the championship game. And you do that sometimes whenever you're in this situation. And it's the right thing to do. Like, for example, 2009 LSU, and Southern came. LSU played Southern in the first game of that regional, and they threw Austin. Why am I blanking? Oh, I'm trying to look up the box score. Doggone it. Hang on. Austin, big breaking ball. God dog it. Austin Ross. So he threw Austin Ross and held and they held Renato and Coleman, and they threw Austin Ross in game one against Southern. And that was the right decision. And they won 10-2, and then they had Renato and Coleman to finish off the regional. That's what's more commonly done in these situations. Because it's not all in to win one game. It's how do you have to set up to win the regional? Matt, which take on playoffs was like Pacers Thunder finals? It does look like Pacers Thunder finals. I think the Thunder will win. There you go, Thomas. Hey, Ronnie, good morning. Patrick, hump day, almost regional weekend, super pumped. Go Tigers. Oh, man, am I doing this at 8? 9? 8:40. Okay. Got to do an interview in Pensacola. I was like, oh, gosh, I forgot if it was 8, but it's 8:40. Okay. Please smash the like button if you would subscribe to the channel. Facebook, like the page, share the post. Biggest question for LSU football. Offensive line with all the turnover, and then safety. I think you've upgraded your talent at safety with Cooley and Halsey, but still got to see it. Eric, Yes, UALR goes by Little Rock now. They're just the Little Rock Trojans. Jason H., good morning. Are you excited about Joe Dumars errors for the Pelicans? No, I'm not. I'm not excited about anything with the Pelicans. Bad situation for the Big Apple. Brent, good morning. Can Aaron Rodgers retire already? Tired of hearing flat, piss trap every time he's no longer in the news. Saints were not interested. He didn't cry about it, Brent. He was asked about it. Like, he didn't bring it up. Somebody at an event with a live mic asked, I think it was a kid that asked, would you come play for the Saints? And that's when he said no. He didn't bring it up. So it's not fair to criticize him for that. Bo, Brian Borberg pitched well against LSU in February. His debut, his coach said he'd start against Rhode Island. I wish I could tell you, but Dan Hefner is the only coach that wouldn't come on AFR. So I am all in for Rhode Island to smack Dallas Baptist around on Friday. I mean, give me a break. Like, I got big league by the Dallas Baptist coach. Bro, you're the Dallas Baptist coach. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or dismissive, but one of the things that I love about baseball is how accessible the coaches are, because they appreciate promotion of their program and the opportunity and things like that. And it's good content, and they're usually very good. And both coaches we had yesterday on AFR were fantastic. Chris Curry from Little Rock was awesome, and Rafael Serrato from Rhode Island was great also. And we got big leagued by Dan Hefner. Like, dog, you coach in Conference USA. I think Dallas Baptist is Conference USA. I'm not even sure. Conference USA. Yeah. I wish I could tell you what they were going to do. Don't know. Hey, Matt C., good morning. Becky, good morning. Club, good morning. No word yet from Brian. Brett, thanks for asking. Yeah, Brian Penton had quadruple bypass yesterday, so waiting on him to pop up here and give us an update, but have not heard. Hey, Bryce, be in Baton Rouge for wedding. If I can't make it to the box, where be the next place to watch the game? Well, Bryce, Friday, I will be at Walk-Ons on Burbank. So for AFR from 3 to 6. So the so come to Walk-Ons. They'll have a big screen out in the parking lot, and then obviously you can go anywhere in Walk-Ons as well. They're the tent. They'll have live music there. So should be a good day Friday. Chance, curious, are all the Locked On channels mandated to say every day? Or I know it's said on most I've listened to. It's one of the they call it like a network initiative or something like that. So there are things that that they encourage us to do, like first listen. Like, thanks for making us your first listen every day. It's encouraging people to make us a habit to listen every day, and thanking the everydayers. Yes, is a thing that it's not mandated. It's not like you will do this. It's just like network wide initiatives that they encourage us to do. Like the ad reads are mandated. I got to read those. Hey, Deborah, good morning. Locked On was great. Thank you, Deborah. Appreciate it. Locked On LSU is live if you want to check it out. One thing, though, I'm kind of bummed, man, that it didn't. So we upload on this platform that sends it to all, it's Simplecast, which sends the podcast to all the podcast platforms. It didn't upload today on Apple. It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere except Apple. And Apple is the place where people listen to it the most. So that stinks. UALR. Yes. So Little Rock is throwing their ace. That's cool. So his name is Jackson Wells. I'm pulling up his stat line from this year. So his ERA is 5.24, not great. He's got a whip of 1.47, not great. 90 strikeouts and 79 innings pitched with 32 walks. And the batting average against is 275. So again, not great. But 2 years ago, in 2023, he led the nation in ERA with a 1.65 ERA. He was better than Paul Skeens. He was 1, Skeens was 2. That was in 2023. In 24, let's see, just as he finished 5-3, Trojans won the regular season title. And then see how he's done here down the stretch. Threw a complete game against Southern Indiana. 1 run on 6 hits, struck out 8, walked 2, 129 pitches. That was his last outing. Gave up 7 runs against Southeast Missouri. He's gotten touched up for sure this year. Reed, can coaches, teams request a Saturday, Sunday, Monday super? They try to do it, Reed, but it doesn't always work out this way. They try to do it, but it's for TV, and then also when they can, they try to be respectful of what teams had to play Monday. So if you played a Monday regional final, typically you'll get the Saturday, Sunday, Monday supers, so as not to have to play Monday and then turn around and play again on Friday. Doesn't always work out that way, but they wait until they see who has advanced, and then they set the supers. Matt, I think it might be the best idea to start Anderson Einstein Friday and not hold pitching. Then you set up for the supers on normal rest. I mean, I think that's what they're going to do. I think the rest is part of it, but I think they will go Anderson Friday, Einstein Saturday. Manny, good morning. Do you have the names of the players for LSU that are not on the postseason roster? I have not seen the postseason roster yet. No. Solar Flares, good morning. Thank you, Patrick. Waiting on an update, man. The LSU pit, any chance we see Cowan or Evans Friday? Sure. I mean, if Cade Anderson starts and gives you 7 innings and you're in a 2-1 ball game, I think you're going to get Zach Cowan to close it out. Absolutely. I hope it doesn't come to that. I hope you're up 15-2 and you can throw anybody. Hey, Sean, good morning. DBU's given me 8-4